So, our topic is how to promote reading among young people. Here's my question to start. What do you think is the best way to get kids excited about reading books these days?
I think the educational policy of parents are very important. We need to make them accustomed to read books from their childhood, like 1 or 3 years old, through picture books.
That's a great point about starting early. Picture books can really spark a love for reading when kids are young. How do you think parents can make reading fun for toddlers to keep that habit going as they grow?
When they got the habit to read books by themselves, and after they feel it comfortable or fun, the that habit uh, could keep could be kept.
Absolutely. Building that habit early does help it stick. Once kids find reading fun, it becomes natural for them. What kind of books do you think work best for keeping young readers hooked as they get older?
Some scientific picture books will work for that purpose. For example, the series of Oxford reading books.
Nice choice. Scientific picture books, like the Oxford Reading Series, can definitely grab kids' attention with cool facts and visuals. Do you think adding interactive elements, like apps or games tied to books, could help keep them engaged?
I'm not sure because my younger daughters are 1.5 and 3 years old.
Oh, that's so sweet that you've got such young daughters. At 1.5 and 3, they're probably loving those colorful picture books. Have you noticed any favorite books they keep going back to? Great chat. Now, I'd like to give you some feedback on this conversation as your coach. Let's look at how we can refine your responses to sound even more natural and fluent. Feedback session. Here are your statements with suggestions for more grammatically correct and native like expressions. 1. Original. I think the educational policy of parents are very important. We need to make them accustomed to read the books from their childhood, like 1 or 3 years old, through picture books. Refined. I think parents play a big role in shaping kids' reading habits. We should get them used to reading books from a young age, like 1 or 3 years old, starting with picture books. Notes. Policy feels formal. Parents play a big role is more conversational. Accustomed to read is better as used to reading for natural flow. Adding starting with clarifies the connection to picture books. 2. Original. When they got the habit to read books by themselves, and after they feel it comfortable or fun, that habit could be kept. Refined. Once they build a habit of reading books on their own and find it fun or comfortable, that habit can stick. Notes. Simplifying the structure and removing fillers makes it smoother. Got the habit to read is more naturally build a habit of reading. Could be kept is clearer as can stick for a native tone. 3. Original. Some scientific picture books will work for that purpose. For example, the series of Oxford Reading. Refined. Scientific picture books can work well for that. For example, the Oxford Reading Series is great. Notes. Dropping and streamlining will work for that purpose. and work well sounds more confident. Specifying Oxford Reading Series as the Oxford Reading Series adds clarity. 4. Original. I'm not sure because my younger daughters are 1.5 and 3 years old. Refine. I'm not sure since my daughters are 1.5 and 3 years old. Notes. Replacing with a direct start and swapping because for since keeps it concise. 1.5 is corrected to 1.5 for proper grammar. Final polish script. Monologue form. I believe parents play a big role in getting kids to love reading. The key is to start young, like when they're 1 or 3 years old, with colorful picture books. Once kids build a habit of reading on their own and find it fun, that habit can really stick. Scientific picture books, like the Oxford Reading Series, work well because they're engaging and spark curiosity. For my daughters, who are 1.5 and 3, I'm still figuring out what keeps them hooked, but fun, interactive books seem to do the trick. Did you like the script? Are you ready to move on to a new topic?